Just getting some more BS, but not the gang stuff. We're gonna talk about this crap right here. Let me see if y'all can see it on the screen. This crap right here. All right, bro. If you guys have been on social media, you have probably, most likely seen, especially if you follow a lot of people of color, because this seems to be the thing we focus on a lot, is how to please a man, how to please a woman. That's all black folks be talking about on the internet, bro. I swear to God. When it comes to dating, how to please a man, it be some white folks here and there, but most of the time is all black folks talking about this crap, bro. And there was a list that was made according to the post. A woman on Facebook made a list of 30 places they would refuse to go on a first date. What woman? Who? Is it this Makisha Campbell? Okay, who the heck is that? Who? So a woman makes a list that goes viral because it got people in their feelings. And if you go on YouTube, bro, you see so many people reacted to it in their feelings. And of course, I'm on here doing the same thing, but I'm doing it because I'm trying to get views on YouTube to grow this channel. But I'm going to give my input, and my input is going to be a little different than most other people, because I've seen other videos of people reacting to this, and they were more so appalled. Like, Cheesecake Factory? That's a good restaurant. I'll take it at Cheesecake Factory. That's a good restaurant. Or Applebee's. It's a first date. Applebee's got that, what they got on Tuesdays? They got like half off appetizers. That's some good food. Y'all missing out. You know what I mean? They don't understand it. But I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna read this list down. I'm gonna tell y'all what I really think about this crap. A list of places, 30 places that women do not want to go on a first date on. So let's start from the top. Cheesecake Factory. I'm gonna say first of all, Cheesecake Factory. They put that on there because of that video that went viral about that girl who did not want that man to take her to Cheesecake Factory. Okay, so we're going to move on. So Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, Your House. That's the no-brainer. That should be the first one. Any fast food chain. Buffalo Wild, that's a fast food chain. Anyways, whatever. Whoever made this list together is not fucking thinking. Any fast food chain, and they put Buffalo Wild Wings. Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym. I mean, I don't know anybody that goes to the gym on a date, but whatever. Church, that one was interesting. That one was very interesting. Starbucks, that's a fast food. Coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie nights. Yeah, Netflix and Hulu, that's your house. Somewhere that sorry, there's that logo's kind of in the way of the way. Somewhere that requires a long drive. I mean, what's long? Like an hour? Bowling, nightclubs. I agree. Nightclubs and hookah bars. Those are not good for first day. That should be a no-brainer. A bar for just drink. See, they just listing Waffle House, sporting events. I'm not even gonna read the rest, bro. They just listing stuff down. This woman that made this list is probably not as intelligent, but if this is a real list, she is speaking her mind. And I'm gonna tell you this, right? Because there's a lot of people online that's agreeing with this list, a lot of people that are just appalled by it, mostly men who are appalled by it, and some women here and there. So the thing about this, fast food restaurants, the gym, church, fast food restaurants, okay, for a first date, most women don't want to do that. I get it. I can agree with that. If it's like a McDonald's, a Chipotle, whatever, Wingstop for a first date, okay, maybe it doesn't have to be like that. The gym for a first date, if you dating a fitness girl, here's what I would say. If you're dating like a fitness chick or a chick who, that's really about her fitness. Don't date a girl that's trying to get fit. If you're going on a date with a girl who's really about her fitness, like, she's really a fitness girl. She posts videos about it all the time. If you're going to take her to a gym date, I would take her to if you live in a big city, you may have one of those luxury gyms. Here in Dallas, we got a gym called John Reed. that gym costs like almost what is like $100-something a month, but it looks so nice. It has art everywhere. They have a restaurant in the gym with all its healthy foods. Their equipment is upscale. It's just so much to talk about when you're at that gym. So if you want to be creative, I would take her to a different type of gym. You know what I mean? You could think outside the box. Church. If you're dating a woman of the Lord, I don't think you should go to a church with the means of like, this is a date. I know that's kind of weird, because I'm not going to sit in a church focusing on rejuvenating my soul for God, and I'm sitting next to a woman and I have a hard-on boner. Yeah, I could kind of agree with church. We should go to church later, not for a date, but for just to go to church because we're a couple. Starbucks, what else did they say? Movie nights. Yeah, movie nights, Hulu. When they said movie nights and they said Hulu, Netflix, even going out to the movies, if it's like a Cinemax or whatever you have in your city, movie theater, those first dates are kind of played out because you can't talk and it's in the dark. You're literally sitting down 2 hours in the dark watching a movie and you can't talk with each other. I don't know. Movie dates are cool, but for a first date, first of all, for a first date, you really shouldn't spend more than 2 hours with the person. You want to, I say distance makes the heart grow fonder. You don't want to give somebody so much time on a first date because that's how you move too fast in a relationship. To keep things steady, you want to give bits and pieces at a time. So don't spend so much time on the phone. Don't text her so much. Don't spend so much time with her in person. So if you go on a date, it should be 2 hours max and you out of there. So if you watch a movie, that's 2 hours. After sitting down for that long, I'm ready to do something else. So, I mean, you can go to dinner and stuff after that, but you're spending too much time with that person. You shouldn't spend the whole day with somebody on a first date. So the movie thing, I agree with that one. Bowling. I think bowling is on there because it's just so typical. Bowling dates. And then again, if this is a woman saying Cheesecake Factory is not whatever, it could be an older woman. This is probably like some middle-aged woman, whatever. I get it. Middle-aged women probably expect dudes to have a decent income. Even though Cheesecake Factory is an excellent restaurant, it's not a cheap restaurant by any means. But it's cool. Now, the nightclub's on here. Nightclub, hookah lounge, a bar for drinks. That's all the same thing. She could have just said bars and nightclubs. I don't know why but people want to make a list look lengthy to make it seem like they're really impacting something, but whatever. So nightclubs, that should be obvious. Even if you met the girl at a nightclub, taking her back out on a date to a nightclub, not a good choice. But I'm gonna say this. There are some bars that are unique. See, you can always bend the rules when it comes to this type of stuff. If you're going to take her out to a nightclub, a bar, and you just really want to take her out to a bar, take her out to somewhere that's different. There's bars we have here in Dallas, one called the Sugar Factory, where it's technically a bar, but they serve food too. It's a different aesthetic. It's different. They serve you drinks in like these, I don't know what you call it, dry ice things that foam and stuff like that. The people dance when it's your birthday or something. It's different. There's even bars we have here in Dallas that are on rooftops. You get an awesome view, but it's still technically a bar and they have a DJ, but you're on the rooftop. You got to pay some money to get in. The drinks are not cheap. You got to dress up, but you have an amazing view, an amazing aesthetic. The music is not ratchet. It's very classy. So you could kind of mix it up in different ways, but I still wouldn't recommend it, though. Not for a first date. For a first date, you should be just talking. Waffle House. Okay, fast food, bro. Like, I mean, is Waffle? Well, nah, it's not really fast food. Sporting events. I think that kind of ties into like movies. It's like we're watching the game. I can't really give you my attention. So here's what I say with this whole list. One, you don't have to take a girl out to a restaurant or anywhere to get food for a first date. A first date could literally be, let's go to the park, look at some ducks, sit on a park bench, and just throw some bread at some ducks and talk about how was your day. That could be a date. I don't know why people aren't thinking about that. That could be a great date. Also, how about let's just go, oh, you know what's funny? You know what they didn't put on here? And this is actually a very common one that people do nowadays. Painting with a twist. Painting with a twist. Have y'all heard about that? Painting with a twist. Y'all go look that up and check that out. That is actually a very good first date. Painting with the twist. Because most people don't know how to draw art and all that stuff like that. Painting with a twist is something where you can go, and it's not just going to be you and your date. You'll be with other people too. And it's like you're learning something together. So they teach you some stuff. You can paint. Y'all can, make jokes and how bad your paintings are and stuff like that. And, oh, mine was better than you. It's cool. Painting with a twist. Y'all go look that up. Another thing that's not on here that I like to take girls on dates to that are creative is art galleries. Art galleries are amazing. Look, we don't have to eat. You show up when you already ate. There's no alcohol involved. We just going out to look at some art. And what's cool about that is, yeah, it's something when you're going out to look at something else, but there's no noise. There's no main focus. I can make compliments about her the whole time when I'm looking at art. Like, oh, you're so beautiful, just like this art piece. You see what I'm saying? You kind of see her creative side. Art galleries are amazing. I think those are awesome. And one other thing is try going to a poetry event. Is that on here that she put poetry events? Poetry events are really cool because a lot of the poetry events, again, it's kind of like an art gallery. The poets are very creative. It gives you something to talk about. But I don't know. I'm kind of actually iffy on that one too because a lot of poetry events, they involve alcohol. One thing you want to do is don't take a girl out on a first date where it involves alcohol. Try to avoid that. If there's drinks available, don't take her around a place that offers alcohol. But I think, first date, bro, walk around the park. It don't have to require it's completely free. Completely free. Hey, there was this lake. You want to go pick up rocks and throw rocks by the lake? That could be a dope first date. And another thing you can do if you really want to make sure your time is used wisely, and I don't know if a lot of y'all can do that. Maybe some of y'all can do this because a lot of y'all maybe work corporate or something. And you maybe have a crush that works nearby. Hey, during lunch, you can say, hey, during lunch, let's just go on a date during lunch for our lunch break. 45 minutes to an hour. So you got to use your time wisely. It's a first date. You can't drink alcohol because you're still technically working, and you're going to be in and out. That could be a first date. Oh, that's just me, though. But anyway, so on this list, of course, the guys made a rebuttal. And I'm looking at this. Shout out to Tia Jones on Facebook. They found a list that went viral again. And it was a rebuttal to this from the guys. Men should not take... Okay, it's kind of cut off at the top. But what it's saying is pretty much... places that types of women that men should not take out on dates. Yeah, whoever screenshot this, they cut out the top. But these are the types of women that men should avoid essentially for dates. Single mothers, women with a lot of tattoos, women who dress provocatively, sex workers, OnlyFans girls, prawn star. Of course, you can't say the P word. P stars, strippers, Instagram models, bottle girls, women with large social media following. So let me kind of back up a little bit. Single mothers, that could be preference. I highly don't recommend it for myself. I don't date single mothers. I kind of gave it a shot back in the day, but it's not my thing. I think, especially if she's younger, like my age, like if she's like in her 20s or early 30s, that and her baby daddy's around the same age too, that's just something you have to think about. If you get with a single mother and y'all really hit things off, you're going to be a stepfather. And 2, you have to make amends with that man, with the other man, if he's still alive, or even if he's in jail. You know, that's their child. That's their child. So they have to still have that connection. I think it's right for that child to have a connection with their biological father. And, yeah, you probably going to meet the baby daddy one day. He might not be too happy to see you. And a lot of these baby daddies, they love their kid, especially if it's a daughter. Oh, you best believe you getting stalked on. You best believe he's stalking your job. He's stalking your social media. You best believe he doing that. So that's stupid to me. I think that's just dumb. I think it's dumb for me. But if it works out for y'all do it. Now, widowed women do not count because that's different. We'll make another video about that. Women with a lot of tattoos. I mean, if you got tattoos, she got tattoos, y'all are just tattoo people together. Women who dress provocatively. Yeah, I guess I agree with that. You know, yeah. But a lot of women grow out of that stuff, can grow out of that very quickly, though. I've seen it. Especially when they get, like, post-college. A lot of women really get out of that type of style, especially if they jump into corporate. They quit dressing like that immediately. Trust me. S workers, OnlyFans girls, that's self-explanatory unless you about that life. Instagram models, bottle girls. Yeah, bottle girls, Instagram models, they have a different mentality. You have to they're not for everybody. Women with large social media following. So this is one thing that's kind of iffy. If she has a large following, you best believe her DMs is out the roof. But some women have a good purpose on social media. So she could be a designer. She could be a person that makes plants, and she just really good at it. She got a big following. I mean, what's technically a big following? Like 10,000 people, 20,000, 100,000, million. So she could be a social media celebrity. Cool. If her purpose is for a right purpose, cool. But if she's on there half naked, I would probably avoid that. Or if you pursue it, don't be surprised if you're waiting in line. Women with purple hair. That one I could honestly just give a pass because I'm an artist too. You know, aside from being a DJ, and I think women that got different purple hair, you know, it's different. She's expressive. Now, women that do have purple hair, it does correlate with. There are a lot of women who are very strange that have. Let's skip that one. Promiscuous women with promiscuous friends. That's a good one. If you are trying to get into a relationship with a woman, you need to gauge her friends. Her friends are her influences. So if all of her friends are whores, and she claims that these are my BFFs, taking pictures with them on social media all the time, best believe that she is involved with that stuff too. You just ain't seeing it. So, self-explanatory. Women who travel alone regularly. I would skip this one too because travel where? She going, there's a lot of girls I see on social media. Some girls I know in real life that, and again, you really truly do not know how much money people got, but it's women I know that do not work jobs or do not have careers that are making a lot of money, but they somehow have the means to go to Dubai, to go to Mexico all the time, to go to France, to go to all these places. Like, it's almost like they go to a different country every other month, if not every month. And it makes you think you're a bartender, or you work at a grocery store. You're a teacher. You are but you never know how much people really make. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when you kind of see how a woman spends a lot of her time and you think, okay, that job's not paying that much. Maybe there could be a guy behind the scenes that's giving her money. I don't know. Or maybe she just comes from that. Look, you never know how much money people got. So that one, women who travel alone regularly, there's a lot of women that really do that. Y'all can't really think that women are just getting flued out and sleeping with all these men from around the world and getting crapped on in Dubai all the time. That's not the case. There's a lot of women I know who just like to protect their energy, because being a woman, from talking to my female friends, a lot of women do not like each other. A lot of women fight, argue. It's a lot of drama between women. So going alone is almost good, because it's almost better for a woman, because y'all know those friends. It's time to go to the trip. Next thing you know, man, I got the plane ticket, but can you spot me on the hotel? I know we had dinner. Can you spot me for dinner? I'll pay you back when we get back to America. You don't want to deal with people like that. So that's why it's better to go alone. So that one I could probably give a pass. Women that drink a lot, that's a no-brainer. Women without fathers. I mean, was their father killed? Did her father die early? You don't know. That one I give a hard pass. Yeah, you can't, just because you don't have a father. Women that didn't grow up with a good father in her life. You don't have not having your father, especially for a woman. I know it can really change a lot, because women have a very hard connection with their father, especially if that man was a good man. But there's also women that probably did not have fathers, that grew up in a strong community with maybe they had strong men around in the community. Maybe they had an older brother, a cousin, uncle that was a good fatherly figure. So you just have to get to understand that woman before you pursue her. And keep in mind, this says types of women men should not take on a date. I'm not gonna know if you didn't have a father unless I go on the date with you. So what? Women who party every weekend. Yeah. But don't be surprised if it's a girl between the ages of 21 and I'm in my 30s, and I see women older than me starting the clubs every weekend. If it's a woman between ages of 21 through 29, yeah, you got to know what you're signing up for. Let's just say that. Women previously married. I'm 50-50 on that one. Especially if you've never been married before, just know that she gave her heart. Well, some women do jump into marriages because, the man is the one that proposes, yada, yada, yada. Some women may have just really liked the guy and it just rushed into things. You never know. But I don't prefer it. It's not my thing. I don't want to mess with a girl who was married recently. Not my thing. 50-50 on that. But if it works for you, go for it, bro. More than likely, she's going to come with some kids. So if you want to deal with that, deal with it. Plus-sized, unhealthy women. Okay. This is one that it is interesting. Plus-sized women. A lot of dudes like big women. Now, it's not really I like thick girls. I like athletic women and thick-ish girls. Superly overweight girls, I don't think that is a good thing, in my opinion. For me, for you, it's probably it can work out. So that is a thing. And they say unhealthy. I don't know. I think that what they're saying is pretty much like big girls. Some dudes like big girls. If you like big girls, some of y'all dudes are big yourself. So if you like a big girl and you big, hey, bro, as long as she meets all the other qualifications, I don't see what the problem with that is. If you like big girls, go for big girls. For me, whatever with it. But for you, it could be your thing. Go for it. But the unhealthy, okay, that's a whole other video in itself. Women on dating apps, kind of 50-50 on that one, because some women actually get on dating apps for a legitimate purpose. I went on a couple of dates with a couple women, and as soon as we went on the date, I went on a date with this girl who was East African, very pretty girl. She was so pretty. Her spirit was so pretty. Her spirit was so beautiful. Nothing ever happened after that. But she was awesome. And she actually literally deleted the app after we met. And she probably could have reactivated, but you never know. But She was on there for good intentions, I believe, and because I could tell by the way her mannerisms were on the date. It wasn't like she was trying to get something out of me. She was offering to pay for food. She was offering to do this, offering to contribute to the date financially, which is kind of interesting because you think women on dating apps just want to use you for free food, which there's a lot of women out there that do that. So divorces, that's the same thing as number 13, divorcees. See, the people that are making these lists, I feel like it's just somebody that gets in their feelings, they get online and start typing. They're not thinking about when they write this list, just like this lady that wrote this list. Or supposedly a lady wrote this list. Fast food restaurant chains. But then you put in Starbucks. You put in Starbucks. What else? You know, you put in bowling, nightclubs, bars. You could have just said bars and nightclubs. I don't know. It's just people in their emotions, bro. And who knows who wrote this list? With everything with social media, I mean, y'all got to really do your research about social media. It's a lot of people that are behind the scenes that are just making these lists up just to get y'all's emotions riled up. It could be women. A woman made this list on Facebook. You don't know who it was? On the post, it says Makisha Campbell. She said this list makes it seems like we don't want the date at all. So I'm guessing by that statement, she didn't write the list. She just found it and repost. So you don't know who wrote the list. It could have been a group of like zesty ass dudes that like to start drama between men and women. You don't know who it was. It's just drama. Let me just go on YouTube and show y'all something real quick. Make sure to like and subscribe. I know we're going in right now. Let's just go on YouTube. I'm gonna type in places men should not take women on a first date. And I'm going to see if there's a reaction video. There's probably a lot. See, look, there's already a few. Crank Lucas. Bro, this dude makes beats for a living. He's on here reacting to this. You see what I'm talking about? I'm trying to find people that react to the list. Anton, let's see. Let's just type in 30 places men should not take women on a date. Yeah, bro. See, people are... 30. Now it's 28. I don't know. You know what, man? I feel bad for just like men and women. I just feel really bad for this generation. Let's see. I'm supposed to go out tonight. Hold on a second. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bro, it's October 28th. People talking about going out and stuff like that. I ain't really. I don't know. I'm not really in the mood. But anyway, what I was saying, like, I just feel bad for the whole dating dynamics between the men and women. Preferably, let's be politically correct, heterosexual men and women. Because I feel like they're just getting more blurred and blurred and blurred and blurred and blurred and blurred and blurred the more time goes on. Social media is just kicking our ass. Social media is kicking our ass, bro. We got people on here that are literally saying Applebee's is not a good place to go on a date. Applebee's. I mean, not Applebee's. Cheesecake Factory is not a good place for a first date. Cheesecake Factory. I don't think people even know how to date anymore, to be honest with you. I don't think they do. I don't think people know how to date. I think what dating is nowadays. Dating nowadays is like if you really want the date to go the way that I guess you want it to be, first of all, because the men are the choosers, I feel like men don't really choose. They don't really have the options that they should have. You have women that are technically kind of like mid that want dudes who are like super rich, super famous, super wealthy. And they think, oh, because I'm pretty. I need a man that got millions. You're supposed to be pretty. You're a freaking woman. Dudes, we're supposed to be ugly. We're supposed to be out there working. Women are supposed to be pretty. So a man's wife should look way prettier than him, especially if y'all young. Like, y'all are weird, bro. Y'all are weird. I don't know. A lot of things are going on. I can make videos all day about this. I really hate talking about the relationship thing because, one, I'm just giving my input on it. I'm not an expert at this by any means, but I could just say common sense would just say, date who you want. Date who you want. So if you don't like dating fat girls, then there's nothing wrong with that. But don't get on the internet talking down on women who are overweight. If you don't like dating black girls, then don't date them. But don't get on the internet talking down on black women. You know what I mean? That's just so rude. If you don't like dating short dudes, don't, just keep your mean comments to yourself. And then also, on the other end, if you meet a guy and he says, I'm hoping in a very polite way that I don't like dating a certain type of woman, don't get offended by it. It just shows that you insecure. Like, you offended by it, just move on. All these men in the world, and you think every man should like you. See, that's the problem with dating is you meet people who are offended because you don't like them. So the issue is you focus on the people that are rejecting you instead of the people that accept you for everything you got. There's a man out there or there's a woman out there who will accept you for everything you got. And there are men and women out there who there are men and women out there who will accept you for everything you got, and they also have the qualities that you want. Are they going to be hard to find? Probably, but they're out there. So I think that it's best to just wait and find that type of woman or man and stop giving the people who don't want you all the attention. That doesn't make any sense. And also stop accepting the people that are giving you good attention that you don't want. That's called leading people on. So don't do that. That's not good. And I think people do that because they're desperate. Like you got girls who maybe can't keep a man around. Every dude is cheating on her. Every dude is just tossing her around like hot potatoes. So she just finally, after getting tossed around her whole life, gets with the nerd who has a decent 9 to 5. That's settling. And that's an insult to him. That's an insult. I think if you are a dude that finds out a girl's like that and she settles for you, you should leave her, bro. That's an insult. And just like dudes who date women that they know they're not attracted to. You're getting with girls that you know from day one that you are not physically attracted or mentally or spiritually attracted to this woman, but she likes you and you desperate for some vagina. So you are getting some vajayjay consistent. This girl, blah, 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 and you're not attracted to her. You leading her on. Might as well just be single and hold off, bro. When they say wait on it, let God, that's what they mean. So, I don't know, man. I'm just going to cut this video. This is sad. Yeah. Don't listen to this list. This list or this one, don't pay attention to it. It's stupid. They're both stupid. I mean, last thing I'm going to say. This list is preferences on places to go. It's not talking about the types of men to avoid. They should make a list like that. This one is talking about the types of women to avoid. It's kind of different because, I don't know. This list, I can agree with some of the stuff on there. Like, you shouldn't be messing with single mothers, blah, 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 blah. You shouldn't be messing with provocative women, even though women do. They could get out of that phase fairly quickly. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just be patient. And look for your girl early. That's one thing that I wish I did, and I think a lot of parents should instill in their kids, is start dating when you're like 13. Getting your allowance money for mowing the yard, taking a girl to the candy store and buying some M&Ms or a milkshake after your middle school band practice. That is a good date. I went on dates when I was 13 years old. I was already taking girls on dates. We'd go to the middle school football game. You want to go to the football game with me, Cindy? Oh, okay. I'll go buy her some popcorn with the allowance money I made. Or sometimes my dad slip me a $5 here. Here's some money. Go take that girl out. Silly stuff. Or you want to go see a movie? We did that stuff. And I feel like a lot of these people nowadays are like damn near 40 and just now figuring out how to date. And it's like, you should have been doing that when you were like 12, 13 years old. That's what we were doing. I was young as hell going on dates. I'd be like, in class, Cindy, I made a Valentine's card for you. Do you want to sit next to me at lunch? Bro, I was that kid. And I feel like a lot of y'all should have been doing that. What were y'all doing, bro? For real. But anyway, man, pray on it. This is a long video. This is kind of sad, but hey, it's your boy DJ Kane. Make sure to like and subscribe. There's a lot going on in this world, man. Be careful and wrap it up. DJ Kane, I'm out. Yee.